Welcome everyone, this is Master's Joke, also Master's Joke 75 on Instagram. Happy Boxing Day. So I thought I'd just do a video to show what wonderful Christmas presents I picked up this year. Honestly, I got totally blown away. The wife did me proud, and so did my son. Feeling really rough today. I thought I was just tired after going to bed at 1 o'clock. In the morning, Christmas Eve, and getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning because my son woke up, and I thought I was just tired, but I've got a cold or something, so I'm feeling really rotten. But I still ventured out for a Boxing Day walk, and honestly, there was no one about at all. It was like Armageddon. But I thought the fresh air would do me good because I did nothing. I just didn't leave the house yesterday. So it was nice to get a bit of fresh air. Lovely day, lovely sunshine. Went out walking with my brother because we were planning to go to the NEC tomorrow. The toy fair. I can't remember the last time I went at Christmas. It would have been a while ago, but normally, because it's not as busy. And when I say busy, I mean there's not as many stall holders because it's Christmas. They're spending quality time with their families, which is what you should be doing this time of year. I thought it'd still be all right, but also I could do some filming. But no, I just feel so rough that I'm just giving it a miss tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? Because I was hoping to pick up some toy trains, get the train set rebuilt. Now that all the family have gone home, get the train set rebuilt, but it's not to be. So I think I'm going to just take it easy tomorrow. I thought I'd be able to shake off the cold, like going for a walk, in the wonderful winter sunshine. But no, I feel it was a nice walk, but I feel rough as anything. But I had a good. It was a good Christmas. But it always seems to be like the longest. It's like the longest day in the world ever, because I don't remember it being as long as that. But I suppose it's because when you've got people coming round, you've got to make sure they're all right, make sure they're the guests, make sure they got a drink and everything and stuff. So I was absolutely knackered, but I'm disappointed that I'm not going to the toy fair, but I'm sure there'll be loads more for 2023 for me to attend. But let me show you what I picked up, and I tell you what, the wife did me proud. The stuff she got me did me proud. So let's take a look at my Christmas festive toy haul. Right, so as I said, my wife and son came up trumps in the present stakes. So, I got this Lego. I'll just quickly go through them because I'm not feeling too well. But I got this Lego Father Christmas and Reindeer for my son. I got the Speed Champions. Oh, that was from my brother, who I was supposed to be going to the NEC tomorrow with. I got this set, Stranger Things Brickheads, from my wife as well, which is just absolutely fantastic. I've never had a Brickhead set. I've seen I fancied the Spice Girls one. I thought that looked really fun, but I never had one of them. But this set looks really, really good, and I know it's quite hard to come by. What else did I get? Let's go with you've got to have toiletries at Christmas, and I'm really bunged up. You've got to have toiletries, so I got a few bits from the mother and father-in-law, which is just great. So let me just get them. So you can't have Christmas without Brute and Lynx Africa. I mean, it's a Christmas tradition, isn't it? So I'm well happy with that, because the Brute reminds me of when I was like really young, when I first started big school. And the Lynx Africa, you can't go wrong. 72 hours, anti-sweat, let your eyes be your guide, highly recommended. And then the wife, she got me the Phantom. Paco Rabanne, you know, the little robot guy. So I look forward to getting that out because I like the robot, and I got her the lady version. But the perfume I got was a lot bigger. But we'll say no more about that. And then I got a couple of Star Wars pops. So I got the Darth Vader, because I'd seen this in I think it was in, well, it was everywhere, like Mankind and Game, the Darth Vader. Because I love Darth Vader, but the Darth Vader snowman, so that was from my son, and then my brother, who came for Christmas, he got me M5 R3, and it looks really good. The only thing I don't like about the Star Wars pops is that they're on stands, because apparently there's some deal. So the Star Wars pops are head knockers. They're not actually figures, because the figure licensing lies with Hasbro, so no one else is allowed to make Star Wars action figures apart from Disney. So that's the only negative thing about the Star Wars pops, is that they're not really figures, they're just head knockers on stands. And I prefer, you know, that you can actually take the figure out of the box, you know, like every other Funko Pop, apart from the Star Wars. But no, they're fun, they're really good. Also, my son got a lot of this stuff my son got me in Norwich when I was with Chuffy Futter. So when I was at the toy fair, my son and my wife, they were in the shops, and so a lot of this stuff was bought then. And my son got me this is absolutely fantastic. So he got me this. Try and get this into focus. He got me this bullshit button, and it's just great. I love it. I think this will come in very handy, very, very handy. So that is highly recommended as well. Now, I definitely wasn't expecting this from the wife. And because she told me she was never going to buy me any toys, you know, because it just encourages me. But she got me Roton, like Skeletor's Roton, and I had this as a kid, and I don't have my original because I swapped it for a load of Star Wars figures back in the day. I've still got every single Star Wars figure I swapped. It was my best mate at school. It was also the one that I watched his pirate version of Gremlins when it came out, because I think it came out at Christmas in America. But my best mate, who lived in the next road, he had it on pirate at Christmas. So we went round his house to watch it. And I suppose that's why I know it is to do with Christmas, but I think that's why it means so much to me. And as I mentioned it, I think I mentioned on Instagram, I watched the movie again on Christmas Eve as I wrapped up presents at 1 o'clock in the morning, not knowing that I'd be woken up at 5 o'clock in the morning by my son to open the presents. But this Roton is great, so I can't wait to get that open. And it's got this extra bit. I don't remember this bit on the on my original one, these extra parts, but that blew me away. I couldn't believe it when I opened it. I mean, with the it's got a little bit of crease into the box, so I imagine it came from Amazon. But no, that was great. And also she got me the Doctor Who Flux soundtrack as well, so that's a nice touch, because I do like Jodie Whittaker. So no, that was really good. So I never expected to get that. No, honestly, she came up trumps. Honestly, but that wasn't the top thing that kind of blew me away. I'm just going to get that now. But this is what blew me away. She actually watched one of my YouTube videos and saw how much I liked the ET figure, because I'd seen this in B&M the first time. I think it was $39.99 in B&M, and then it was cheaper in Smiths. I think it was like £30 in Smiths. But I can't just. I mean, I love ET, but I couldn't justify paying out that just for myself. So it was, it's the 40th anniversary. I mean, they'll release anything, won't they, to make money? But what got me is that back in the 80s, and I've still got it, is like everything. I had an ET in the early 80s that I got for Christmas. And I'll have to dig it out, but it had the little ring cord, and you pulled the cord, and it made the phrases from the movie. But this one does exactly the same thing, and I think that was the nostalgia, because I love nostalgia, and that's what gets me. But this one, you press his little finger, and he actually says little phrases. I absolutely love it. Honestly, it just brings me back to. It's got to be the early 80s when I got that ET figure, and I've still got it. The only thing is that the blue eyes on my one, the eyes fell out, so they're just rattling inside the body. So I'd like to get another one. But yeah, I absolutely love it. But the weird thing is, so my wife's not into any, and stop being rude, but my wife's not into toys or anything like that. She's got no interest whatsoever in my, what do you call this, a hobby? But my wife had everything as a kid. I mean, even my recent pickup from Norwich, my Ewok village, she remembers playing with her brother's one with her own toys, not Star Wars figures. Remember them wibbly wobbly men? She used to play. She used to play with the Ewok village with her wibbly wobbly men in the lift. So she I'd never even held an Ewok village, let alone play with one, and she knew all about it. So yeah, she had everything. But one thing that I did know that she had, which is kind of weird, seeing as she got me the ET, but I knew that she had Speak and Spell. So I actually bought her Speak and Spell, just as a little kind of extra. I got this from John Lewis. And again, I never had one of these, but she remembered all the buttons. She said it's not as heavy as the one that she had back in the 80s.
Spell, level A. Press go to begin.
But I think it's... I mean, she was great for the nostalgia value. I mean, that'll probably be run out by tomorrow, but...
LKVW.
But no, I think it's great.
Spell, level A. Say it, listen to the word, and then try spelling it.
But no, it does. She says it does everything it did back in the day.
Spell, level A.
She can't remember whether it is the same voice, but because as I said, I never had any of these. But yeah, I thought that was a nice little touch. That yeah, she got me the ET and I got to Speak and Spell. But yeah, no, that's all my. Well, that's the highlights of the presents I picked up. Yeah, so my favourite was ET, because that was a lovely surprise. And then I suppose my second favourite present was the from my son. So anyway, just a quick one today because I'm feeling really rough. And as I say, I was going to go to the toy fair tomorrow at the NEC with my brother, but yeah, which, you know, he was going to stay over and we were going to go there, but I don't know. I've got a cold or something coming on. So anyway, that's the end of the video. Just a quick one, really. Just showing you the highlights of what I got for Christmas, and I got more stuff than I thought I would, if I'm honest. Oh no! And also, one of the reasons why the video is so late is because I've just been watching the Arsenal on Amazon Prime. So we beat West Ham 3-1, which was great. You know, the old Boxing Day, first Premier League game since the before the World Cup. And my wife, right? Not only did she get me all this, she also got me the Arsenal shirt. So I'm you know, yeah, it's supposed to be that colour, but I absolutely love it. So I've done really well this Christmas. Really happy. I'll be wearing this when I go and see Arsenal Brentford, I think on February the 11th. Tickets courtesy of Arsenal. I'll have to do a bit of filming for that, but yeah, that's the end of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, it lets me know you care. Join me in the next one, which I'm trying to do a video every day for December, but the way I'm feeling, who knows. But I'll see you in the next one. The vlog is over.